Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now, your number one source for tips, tricks, and everything you need to know for fantasy Premier League football. Today we're going to be going over my team selection for Game Week 6. So if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment with your team for this game week, subscribe if you're brand new. Let's get into the video. So, starting things off, as always, I'm going to be going over my goalkeeper, the defenders, the midfielders, the forwards, and then who I have on the bench. It's quite a tricky game week as well this week because I've got a few yellow triangles. There's also a couple players I really just want to get rid of. I've only got one free transfer as well, but either way, I'll get over that. We're starting off with our goalkeeper. We're playing Sanchez, of course, as I always say, a staple on a lot of people's teams. Brighton playing very, very well at the moment, and this time they are away at Crystal Palace. I'm hoping for a clean sheet here. I was hoping for one against Leicester, especially when they were kind of 2-0 up for a little bit of time as well. I feel like they got very fortunate not to concede more though, because Leicester did score 2 offside goals, I do believe, and the Harvey Barnes one was a little bit, I don't know, because apparently he was blocking Sanchez's view, which when you take a look at it again, I don't think that was the case. But of course, did concede one, so I only did come out with 2 points in that, which, you know, is never fun, especially when a clean sheet is that close. But hopefully away at Crystal Palace, Brighton's defense has been insane this season. Hoping for at least 6 points in that game. Next up, we're moving on to the defenders, and I'm playing Trent, Tierney, and Semedo. Alexander-Arnold obviously got a little yellow triangle, which we're never happy to see, but that was, of course, illness. It's not supposed to be COVID. I think he just had a headache or a poorly stomach or whatever. Hopefully should be back for Brentford away. But again, just as I said in the captaincy video yesterday, Brentford away is still quite a tough fixture because the defensive numbers this season has been so good. I don't think Brentford will score against Liverpool, but I think it will be quite a cagey game. I don't think there's going to be that many goals. I can only see it being like 1-0 to Liverpool. Hopefully Salah scores that goal, or Jota, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, Trent hopefully will be back in the team and hopefully picking up a clean sheet there. Tierney, I'm a little bit sus about this one. They're playing Tottenham at home. Tottenham, of course, just coming off the back of 2 3-0 defeats. They drew, obviously, in the Carabao Cup as well, and then I think they won on penalties. But they don't seem to be playing that well at the moment. So hopefully Arsenal, who obviously just did win 3-0 in the Carabao Cup, I know that they play like Wimbledon or somebody like that, but hopefully, because it's at home, we will see a clean sheet for Arsenal. I think it'll be a good game, but I don't think there's going to be that many goals. I think neither side's going to want to concede. A 0-0 would be perfect for me. Or maybe even a Tierney goal. I'd absolutely love that. But we'll have to wait and see. Kane isn't on form. He's not scored within like 4 game weeks or 5 games or whatever. So hopefully he carries that on and doesn't score against Arsenal tomorrow or whenever the game is. So last up, we have Semedo away at Southampton. Southampton obviously surprised a lot of people by drawing with Man City at the weekend, which nobody saw. They actually could have even scored as well quite a few times. So yeah, we'll have to see how Wolves do against Southampton. They really didn't play well against Brentford. They lost 2-0, and Brentford were down for 10 men for like half an hour or something as well, and they still just could not get the ball in the back of the net. Semedo didn't really create much. They were kind of playing more through Marcel, which was really annoying me. I was like, give the ball to Semedo. But yeah, he was actually, I think, top of bonus for Wolves, obviously, but Brentford and had obviously 2 goals with like Tony and stuff, so they got the bonus points. But yeah, Semedo obviously was playing well, but it didn't feel like it, but he did get on the bonus anyway. But either way, I'm hoping for a clean sheet for Semedo against Southampton away. Coming up next, we have our midfield, which is something that I do need to tinker with. I'm playing Sarr, who's home to Newcastle, Jota, Salah, and Torres. So Sarr at Newcastle coming off the back of a 15-point haul. A lot of people are bringing him in, and Newcastle are terrible at the moment. So I actually think Sarr could even get another goal against Newcastle, and then I think he plays Leeds the week after that. And I'm hoping for a goal there as well. I'm hoping for Sarr to return quite a little bit before he plays Liverpool, I think, in a few game weeks. But I'm hoping Sarr does pull something out the bag and maybe a penalty or something, and gets me like 5 or 6 points there. We're playing Jota and Salah again. Brentford, a tough fixture away. Very, very good defensive team. I think, like I said, I think it's going to be a cagey game. I think it's only going to be like a 1-0, maybe 2-0, who knows. But hopefully we do get a Salah goal or a Jota goal or something. And that's kind of why I'm not captaining Salah, just because I know how good Brentford are. And it is at Brentford. We saw what they did to Arsenal. I mean, I know Liverpool are a completely different team. I don't think Brentford will keep a clean sheet, but again, I only think there's going to be one goal in this game. I think it's going to be very cagey. I think it's going to be a moment of magic from Salah or something, or Jota to finish that game. But we'll have to wait and see. But I'm playing those two. Again, we're not sure if Firmino's even back yet, so Jota might not even start, which I'm not excited about. He needs to start because I've got so many problems in my team already. And one of those problems being Ferran Torres away at Chelsea, which is why I think I might use my free transfer on this week. But at the same time, I have other issues that I need to sort out. And also, I want to bring in 3 Chelsea players like next week because of their ridiculous fixtures. So I'm all over the place at the moment. But yeah, Ferran Torres I'm playing at the moment. He did play in the Carabao Cup last night with a 6-1 win over Wickham. But he did come off early on the 70th minute. So will that mean that he starts? Because I think De Bruyne and Foden both played 90 minutes. So I'll be surprised if they start against Chelsea. But then again, it's Chelsea. They're going to need all their best players. Is Torres one of the best players? Jesus is probably going to start because he didn't play midweek. Would that mean that Torres won't? I'm not really sure. So he probably won't even play. Again, that's someone that I want to get rid of. But you'll see in a second why that might not be the case. So these are my forwards: Jimenez, Bamford, and then Ronaldo. So Jimenez away at Southampton. I'm hoping he gets something. I'm just praying. I brought him in for DCL. And I was hoping that he would get something against Brentford. Didn't happen. He had shots. He's created chances. He's having a go, but he's just not hitting the target. He's firing blanks at the moment. But I'm hoping Jimenez does get something. And then we've got Bamford at home to West Ham. Again, Bamford flagged, could be injured. If he is, I'm going to wait for the team press conference, obviously, because Bielsa just comes out and says it. Because Rafinha is also injured and Ayling's also injured. So we'll have to wait and see. And if Bamford is out, then I'll probably have to get rid of Bamford for Antonio, which is another player that I really want to bring in. I was thinking of downgrading Torres to Ben Rama, giving me more funds for obviously the next week, where I want to bring in Rudiger and Alonso and Lukaku and stuff like that, and that'll give me a bit more money for that. But obviously, if Bamford is out, then I'll have to sort that out and bring Antonio in, because I'll just have to deal with Torres, or maybe even play someone else on my bench. And then finishing things off, I'm captaining Ronaldo against Aston Villa at home. Some of you guys from the captaincy choice video yesterday, and you're not really backing Ronaldo that much. Kind of backing Antonio, maybe Salah. A lot of you guys aren't really thinking Ronaldo is the choice, but I'm backing him. Villa have been very bad apart from Everton last weekend, and I think that'll carry on. It is at Old Trafford. I know they just lost the Carabao Cup last night. I was actually at that game, and it was just not a great performance from United. I think Donny was probably the best player there. I'm not a United fan, my friend is, and obviously he had a spare ticket, so we got there. But yeah, it was a really good. It was a good game. It was an alright game, but yeah, it just didn't really create much at all. But yeah, Ronaldo at home to Aston Villa, hoping that he will return. And this is my bench as well. So Steele, obviously my goalkeeper, he's just back up for Sanchez. Don't really need to talk about that too much. I've got Livramento on the bench at home to Wolves. Now I would play Livramento, but I absolutely hate having a striker playing against one of your defenders, because if your striker scores, you've obviously lost your clean sheet. And then if your striker doesn't score, obviously they don't get any points, but your clean sheet's intact. Or sometimes someone else scores, you lose your clean sheet, your striker doesn't score, and it's just the worst case scenario. So I hate playing them. So I'm kind of backing Wolves and hope they get something at Southampton, and hope they win 2-0 or something. Semedo brace would be fantastic. Jimenez 2 assists, but we can dream. And then I've got Sissoko on the bench at home to Newcastle again. I think that if I have to bring Antonio in, I might even play Sissoko over Torres. I'm not really sure. I'm in a bad situation at the moment. I've only got one free transfer, and there's a lot of things that I need to do to my team. Like I said, what I might do next week is keep Ronaldo for the home game against Everton and just double up on Chelsea defense, and then kind of sort out the other problems. But again, Tierney and Semedo, they aren't really players I need to get rid of at the moment because their fixtures are still really good. Whereas Torres, I need to get out immediately. I need to kind of sort out Antonio getting into my team. So yeah, there's a lot of issues in my team, but that is my game week 6 team right there. So again, if I was going to transfer out anyone, which I think I'm going to do, I'm going to wait for the press conference. If Bamford's injured. I'll bring Antonio in. If he isn't and he is fit to play, I'll probably get rid of Torres and bring in Benrahma, and then hope that Antonio doesn't haul, but I feel like he will. He did score in the Europa League, obviously. He didn't play midweek either last night, so he's obviously fit, ready for the game. So I'm a little bit worried. We'll have to see what happens there, but that is going to be my team. We'll have to see what happens. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like down below. Leave a comment with your team. Subscribe if you're brand new. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Until next time, peace.